Oh, all right, slow down. Okay, slow down. So you do know they didn't know the whole world during that time period. So we can agree to that,
No.
right?
What? Listen.
Oh,
You can
whoa.
stop
I'm
it.
saying, can we
The
agree to
language of
that?
it. Listen.
No,
Listen.
no, I'm
The
asked.
whole
You asked the
language of it.
question. I
The
asked you
language
one.
of it. Listen. The language of it says. The language of it says
No, I
Plutonium
don't
is to
care
all
what
the
the language
nations.
say. I don't
It
care
says
what
the
the
whole world.
language
It says all
says.
the nations.
So you agree that it's not talking about the entire world and planet Earth.
No,
We
I
can at
don't
least
agree.
agree.
No, I don't
Oh,
agree with that.
so at this point, I'm gonna tap out the conversation because you're incoherent and you don't know geography,
Oh,
time, and space. It makes no difference for me to talk to you. No, we should have a
Christian
basic
one,
conversation,
atheist.
bro.
Oh, I'm just
Hey,
saying
look.
you
No,
tapping
it's
out.
Hey,
not
look.
nothing to
Let's
do with
go,
Hey,
that
look.
Leandre.
atheist, yo. No,
Hey,
it's
look.
not.
Let's go. Let's go.
We just need a
One
regular.
hope.
I need to have a regular conversation. I don't
Have
need
a
to have a
conversation with a
conversation
historian, nigga. Have a
no,
conversation. Don't tell me I
you're
don't know
not a
geography.
historian. No, you're
You a
not
damn
a
lie if I ain't. You a damn lie if I ain't. Don't tell me that I don't know geography or know any stuff because again, I just
Wait,
told you
you called
primarily.
me
You
a
said
what?
not primarily.
So you know you
And
threw
then
your
listen,
gun.
check
You
it.
know you threw
Watch
your
this.
gun. Hold on, just for the
Check it.
record,
No.
it's an intellectual conversation, and you have threw your
Stop.
gun.
You started
So
off
at
talking
this
about how it's
point,
not
I no longer
how
want
it's
to
not
talk to you.
primarily. It's all about all the
I'm
Jews.
not
And then
arguing
you
with
turned
idiots.
and
You're an
conceded
idiot.
the point. You
And
turned
hear
and
me.
conceded the point
I can
immediately
talk
after.
to
It's like,
him.
well, they wouldn't have
I
talked about
can't
whole
talk
world.
to you,
They
bro.
weren't just
I
talking about
can't
Judah
talk
and
to you,
Israel.
bro.
They weren't just talking about Judah and Israel.
And
If
hear
they were
me.
talking about
And
anyone
hear me.
outside of Judah and Israel, when they
And
make
hear me.
reference to the
Okay,
term
bro. Why
world,
you
you know what that
talking 100
means?
miles an
It's
hour, yo?
primarily about the Jews. Because I keep telling you, you think you're gonna overtalk, nigga. You think
I'm
you're gonna
not trying
overtalk.
to. I'm
No,
trying to
you
have a
are trying to overtalk.
conversation.
You ain't
And
shut
you
up. You
just
ain't shut
called
up and
me a
let me
nigga.
finish one sentence.
And you just called me a nigga.
And I'm gonna call you a bitch next.
Your mother bitch though. Let me get that in. Your mother
Lord
bitch, nigga.
Jesus.
Now what? And where you at, bitch?
Come on,
Now,
y'all.
nigga.
Come
I
on, y'all.
told you,
Come on,
nigga.
y'all.
You
Come
don't
on,
want to
y'all.
have a
Come on, y'all.
conversation. Let me get this
No,
nigga
you ain't
name right.
allowing
Come
for a
on.
conversation. You ain't allowing for a
Okay,
conversation because
okay,
every time somebody
guys,
brought something up, you
guys.
won't
We
shut up.
Come
came
on,
over
y'all. Come on,
here
y'all.
so that we could not
What's
do
the nigga name?
this.
Then tell him to listen to an actual response.
No, where
Every
you at,
time I
nigga?
made a statement, he came off
Hey,
the mic
what's
and
your name?
started talking.
What's the nigga name, man? What's your name?
No, this Slim Reaper,
Where you at? Let me see.
this
See, I
Slim
want to
Reaper,
see.
Leandre
I want to make
McBride.
sure I see. Where you at? Slim
This
Reaper.
this Slim Reaper, Leandre
Yo, what's
McBride.
your name on your icon, yo?
Leandre.
Leandre. I don't see no fucking Leandre on here.
You see me, I got waves in the picture.
I see.
He got
I
glasses
got
on. This
waves
ain't
in the
Leandre.
picture.
Waves is crazy.
He got waves and glasses on. There
You gotta tell a bald nigga you got waves.
You might have to scroll on your phone.
Yeah, it's like
I got
He
waves
old,
in the
y'all. Tell
picture.
him how to do it. He old,
So,
y'all.
DeAndre, you gotta know, right? I'm not trying. You talking too fast, and you're a bitch ass nigga to me, and I stand on that, nigga,
You a bitch ass
because
nigga.
you
You got it
can't
from your
have a
mama.
conversation.
You got it from your mama.
You
You ain't
can't
allowed for a
because it
conversation.
is
You
some
jumped in
things
over
we
talking
supposed
every
to be able
time
to
I tried
agree
to say
on
something.
to have a
And
conversation.
that's what you did the first time. And you
No,
said, let
I
me see the
did not.
degrees.
No,
And I went to
man.
pull them up. You kept over talking. No. Listen
Nigga,
again.
I'm not.
You ain't
No,
the
no,
only
no,
one
no,
who
no,
could
no,
do that.
nothing.
You ain't the
I'm
only
in
one
the
who could do
middle
that.
of
If you
talking,
want to troll,
DeAndre.
if you want to
DeAndre,
troll,
I'm
then
in the
you
middle of
troll and do
talking.
that. But I'm gonna be much better at it.
I'm in the middle of talking.
Listen, I'm a rage bait the rage baiter, nigga. You can't win.
I'm not getting back to
I
information.
rage
Hey,
bait
hear
the
me.
rage baiter.
Hey, hear me. Like me and you gotta agree to be humans. If we can't agree to be humans, then why are we having a conversation? You get it?
I
Like
ain't
it's
even
some
say
dumb shit.
nothing.
But that wasn't the
It's dumb
conversation.
shit.
You gotta be real.
It's
Come
some
on, man.
dumbass
why you
shit.
put me in there? I ain't even say nothing.
No, hey, hear me. You know why me? Hey, hear me. You know why we got our shit off, yo? Because it's some basic shit we can agree on, dog. And then we can have it. This motherfucker trying to tell me that the Israelites knew the whole fucking world. How the fuck can I have a conversation with an idiot like that? Now I know
saying,
the Israelites
through the whole fucking
world.
not.
Now I know
No,
the idiot.
so no, he's saying that it was what the biblical text was addressed to the whole
That's what
world.
I said. Now you see how there's a
No,
comprehension issue, Jimmy?
it's not
There's a
addressed to the
comprehension
whole
issue.
world. You have to know the whole world to address the whole world.
No, you do.
They do not have
What?
intercontinental ships yet.
No,
No,
if
you
it's
do
coming
not.
from
That's
God,
crazy.
no,
That's
no.
crazy.
If it's coming, so look,
Productive or
it's
something.
it's almost like
You hear me?
prophecy,
Hear
right?
me. We can
Listen,
say they
hold
addressed
on,
the
hold
world
on.
they knew. Hear me.
So,
Hear me. We can say they addressed the world they understood.
you
And
can
that's
say
it,
that
bro.
because you don't believe in the
Okay,
biblical
that's fine.
text. So
Okay. Hey, hear
you
me. You
can,
hear what you
but
just
as
said?
far as
Hear me.
but
You hear
as
what you just
far as
said? Hear me. Hear me. You heard what you just said?
I
I
said,
like
you
that.
can say that, but
No.
that don't mean that it's
Hey, no. Hear me. Hear me. You just introduced the word belief. Hold on. And if you introduce the word belief, that's the end of that commentary right there.
no, it's not. I'm saying you don't believe what the text say. What I'm saying is that we have plenty. Listen, there's plenty prophecies in the Bible that was applied to people who didn't exist at that time,
Literally
right?
say things
So
like
if you
all the
take that
nations of the world.
right,
So
hear me. Do you get the point I'm making? No, hear me.
No, I get your point. I'm
Right?
just saying that
They
it's
didn't know about Native America, yo. Right? You get
yeah.
that? Like we shouldn't have to argue that, bro. Like
So
to argue
Native
that means
America.
that we're
Oh
dealing
my
with a
that's
certain
God.
level of intellect, or you can say that's just my
no,
belief,
you
Unc, and then I
you're
shut the fuck up on that. You
no,
get it?
but you have a belief as
But you
well.
can't do
So
that.
what
You
does
can't do
what
that and
does
then try to slide
what
it into a I can't have a
what does
I'm
conversation
not
because
talking
you
to you,
don't agree with
nigga.
a point.
I'm not talking to you,
what
nigga. I'm
does
talking to him.
all nations
Don't call me a
listen,
nigga if you don't want him to call you
No,
one.
no, nigga. I'm calling nigga. You already called me, nigga. So that
I
can't
didn't
come
call
from
you
you,
a
nigga.
nigga.
Somebody
that's a different
different,
person,
That's a
That's
different
a
Just
different
person.
don't
person.
call me. I'm from Baltimore. You can pull up on me, nigga. Dead serious.
Come
I ain't
on,
even
yo.
touch
I didn't
your
even know that
base.
was you talking. So why you trying to do that, yo?
Don't. I'm just asking you
No,
to
no, I'm
respect
not even
me.
talking. Why you interject yourself in that, nigga? Because nigga, you know I can pull up on you, yo. So why
Nigga,
you
we
doing
can do.
that?
You
We
know
ain't
what
never
I'm
had
down
no
for.
issue, yo. We
Why
never
is
had
we
no issue.
doing
I'm
all
All right, so
this?
we gonna leave. All right, I'm
And
gonna
you
leave it
and you
alone
and
if
I
you
know
leave it
you're a
alone.
Christian, bro. We can have a great conversation, yo.
I'm gonna leave it alone if you leave it alone.
Yeah, I'm gonna
I'm
leave
gonna
it
leave it
alone.
alone if
I
you
know
leave
you're
it
a
alone.
Christian, yo. We good. I
All
didn't
right,
know
I'm
you
gonna
was
leave it alone.
talking.
I said I'm gonna leave it alone if you leave it alone. I just want you to know that you're not talking to the same person.
Oh,
So
I
make sure
appreciate that. All right,
that's
come
all
on,
I'm
yo.
saying.
Yeah, come on,
Cool.
yo.
And I'm
All
in
right.
Fresno,
Y'all
California. If you
got it.
need that,
Fresno, California.
So
I'm
back
hood.
back to the issue at hand. Are we asserting that the
Balled
biblical
up
text is
for it.
talking about the entire world? That's
Yes,
all I'm
Yes,
asking.
yes. In several
yes.
passages, in several
Why do you
passages, and the writer
the
didn't need to know intimately what the names of the people were in order to address it there.
I
You
agree.
say that, and it's a non sequitur. You could, like, I could say, this is to my descendants, and I want this to go to my grandchildren, or great grandchildren. I don't have to know who those people are. It doesn't mean that it can't address it to them. The language of it
Facts.
tells you that it's to the whole world. And you say, well, they didn't know it. They don't need to know it intimately. They don't need to know the names of the people there in order to address it there. It also, and this is without even
Now you
invoking.
just made your
Wait,
point, yo.
I'm
You let
not. No,
somebody
no.
else talk.
See,
Now you
I
can't keep
told you.
going.
I,
Keep going. No, you
I
made your
told you.
point. Let another nigga explain.
No. I ain't made my point. You'll know what my point is. Every time I get to
So
talking,
you just a long-winded ass nigga then. You
look,
don't want to have
like
a
I said,
conversation. You
I
have a
talked
fake
for 20.
lecture.
I talked for
All
20
right, I
seconds.
got
This is why I kept yelling at you. Don't talk to me.
you. I'm not
Because
yelling
you're
now,
just gonna
yo.
keep doing that. You
It's a
don't
fake
actually want
lecture,
anybody
nigga.
to
Get it
hear
off
any
and keep
point.
it moving.
You don't want anybody to hear any point counter to
Yeah, I
yours
do. I
because
do.
you
I
want to
thought I
seem like
heard
you
your
want to
point.
debate. You cannot
I
beat
don't
me in
want to debate,
anything.
nigga.
You can't
This
beat me
is
even
just
in
a bar.
slogan
We
and
just
red
have
face.
conversations. There's not a
debate. We're gonna do
right. We just talking.
Yeah,
I was
but
about to every time I
talking don't mean you take a whole minute.
Oh
It's
my
not a
God.
1
conversation,
minute
yo.
is fine, but 20 maybe not. So okay, go ahead, Leon J. Say what you were gonna say, and then we're gonna wait and have other people respond.
Yeah. Anyway, even him saying if he said, well, the world that they knew, if the world that they knew were non-Jews, if they were non-Israelites, and that this was addressed to non-Jews, non-Israelites, you know what that means? That means he's conceded the point that I pointed out when I said it's primarily to the Israelites. If he even concedes that in the language, when it's talking about the world and it's talking about the nations, if it's people outside of Israel, if it's people outside of Judah, that means that it's primarily to the Israelites, and he's conceded the point. Whether he knows he did it or not, he did. And I'm done.
I'm trying to. So let's go back to that point. Under whose authority, bro? See, now you got an authority. You're saying that the biblical text has an authority over human beings because somebody wrote something. That's not real. Nobody's listening to that. That's not how humans operate. They're in their own small little world after the fact, right? They do not know the world. They only know their world, bro. So I'm not sitting here allowing you to break boundaries of geography down and act like they knew anything about anybody outside that. They have no authority. The only authority they have is over their community, their ideas, their cultural containers. That's it. So, like I said, they was talking to their motherfucking self, dog. Plain and simple. No authority.
But
Can I respond to that?
they can talk to them. Can they just
Exactly.
talk to them without it even being an authority though? Like not saying
Exactly.
that they had to follow it, but they still
Exactly.
address them.
And then look, now you see how I swear to God, on my kids, I was gonna say the same exact thing. That is also, it's a red herring, it's irrelevant. Whether he says that the Jews had authority over them or not is irrelevant. It has nothing to do with whether or not the text itself is written and addressed to the world primarily. So it doesn't follow. It's a non sequitur.
Yeah,
And
let
so
somebody else get in though, yo.
if these are your heavy hitters, my God, y'all need to
Get
y'all need
somebody
some new
else get
people.
in there, yo.
No, you didn't.
Let somebody else get in there, yo.
No, you did not.
10
That ain't
Saints,
no
man.
1-0. that ain't
One of
no
those saints, man. One of those saints. Man.
Yeah, well, you know what? I don't
I
understand.
scored the point
I
earlier.
don't understand how a person's belief usurp reality. It's your personal belief. So it's a
But the
personal
reality.
belief.
Okay, watch
It's
this. Watch this.
hold on, hear me. It's a personal belief that y'all have that the Bible has authority over people that they never even knew about, and there's some kind of
watch
way
this.
that they would know about it. And I'm saying I'm not going for that. I'm not a believer, dog.
Though.
I need evidence to show that they knew people other than themselves.
No.
You just can't say the world and don't know the world. They barely understand geography, hear me? I'm not doing this, hear me?
I got you.
Right,
but watch
come on,
this. Watch this.
Honey,
Let me
please tell me
respond.
what that has to do with any of my point. It's a red herring.
No, but let me. I got him, Leon. Let me respond. Let me respond because he said he needed evidence, right? So how did I become a Christian or believer of the faith?
Colonialism.
No. You can't just blame it. You just said that it was only addressed. You just listen what I'm saying.
Colonization, hear me?
Listen, no. Stop. Even if you can't just throw colonialism out
well,
there.
What I'm
saying is that you said that it was only addressed to a specific people at a specific time.
That's
right?
not what I
but
said.
Here I am.
Y'all reframed it
Listen to what
wrong.
I'm
So get that straight.
You
Hold on.
did
Get
say
that
that.
straight, hear me?
Listen to what I'm saying.
Hear me. Listen, that's just not what I said.
Here I am in 2025. Here Leandre is in 2025. Here's Courtney in 2025. We're all Christians and believers of the faith, right? Christianity is spread throughout the globe, right? We understand that.
Yes.
Okay. So then how can you say? So how can you say that it was only addressed if what you were saying was true and there's no evidence? Then it wouldn't be evident that Christianity was spread globally.
It was spread globally through colonialism, hear me?
It don't matter. See, you keep trying to just fall back on colonialism.
Hear me. Listen to what I'm saying, hear me. It was spread by people who had intercontinental ships and certain technologies called the sail that will allow them
have to do with the point I'm making, bro?
Listen. If they was Muslims, we'd have all been Muslims, hear me? If they was voodoo priests, we'd have all been voodoo, bro. Do you get that? That's not hard to understand, though, hear me?
You're not listening to the point I'm making.
Hear me.
You're saying that it was only for a specific people at a specific
That's not
time.
what and remember I said that's not what I said. Hear me. Remember I tried to stop you, but you just kept going. So can we address that?
All right.
I said the book is a book written by a specific people. It's what I say.
Did y'all let him take us off topic?
What is that? Just because it was written by a specific. But Leandre already made the point that even if he's the one, like if he writes something now and he wants to address it to the generations of his lineage after him, right? They still would get it because it would get passed down, whether it's orally or they actually physically getting his writings of it. So that's what I'm saying. You can't keep trying to change your argument.
It's the Hebrew story. That's all I was saying, Henry. It's not a Native American story, Henry. That's the point I was trying to make. Meaning it applies to nobody outside of Israel until you make it apply.
I just proved to you that it does apply.
No.
Which
Henry,
I know. So how has my life been transformed by it?
Henry,
I didn't grow up over there.
No, Henry, listen, we all, if we was born in the Muslim world, we'd be Muslims. If we was born in the indigenous place in the Amazon, we would be that. I'm saying it's not wrong with that, Henry.
She would be a man.
Henry,
why y'all keep talking about if? I don't care about if.
Oh, Henry, so you really Henry, so you saying you don't understand colonialism and what religion they spread? You don't know that?
You're using it as a cake.
No, Henry, it's written, it's documented. You don't have a document that will say whatever nation we find is not Christian, we can enslave and bring them to Christ. That was part of the mandate. It's called the Papyrus Bulls. The verses, bro. I'm not making this up, man.
What are you talking about?
Yes, he is.
What are you talking about? You think they wanted us to be that? You know they didn't want us to be Christians during slavery, right?
That's not true, Henry. That's what you said.
That is true.
Henry.
They didn't want us to be Christians because of the laws back then, right? They thought that if they allowed us to be Christians and get baptized and stuff, then we would be able to be freed.
Henry, no, they was breaking all them rules, nigga. Remember the rule. If you find listen, here's the rule. Here's the rule. It's called the Papyrus Bulls.
Shit that y'all heard over and over and over again.
No, I'm not.
And then try to argue it as fact.
Henry, do you know what the Papyrus Bull is, Henry? Do you know what the Papyrus Bull is?
I got to get over what?
No. A1, you got that wrong. So one, them diverses came about after the Europeans, after the Spanish and the Portuguese had already went to Africa, already captured slaves. Them verses came about after that fact. So the reason for them going there wasn't for that reason. The papal bull. Wait. Let me finish. And and not only did and one and then two, like we're part of. We come from the English, not the Spanish or the Portuguese. But even if you say the colonial, after they had already discovered minerals, and they had already discovered furs, after they had already discovered an abundance of slaves and stuff here, that they then turned to use their religion as a justification for doing so. That actually happened. But the problem is that doesn't mean that they actually tried to convert the Negroes to being Christians. It is a well-documented thing by actual historians that you can read actual slave codes where they were forbidding the learning of religion. You can read slave accounts where they're saying they wouldn't teach us Christianity. They wouldn't teach them that during the first and second Great Awakening that the Negroes were sneaking and doing church, and they were doing church in the woods. And you could also look to see that the majority of Negroes that converted to Christianity, over 60% of them did so after they were free from enslavement. So it didn't have anything to do with any of that stuff. And as a matter of fact, the Africans had an idea and a theology that basically said, if you have your religion and your religion tells you you're supposed to love someone like this and treat me like this, they said, I don't want anything to do with it. We know for a fact from writings of things like Phyllis Wheaton, we have all sorts of slave accounts. I'm in the middle of talking. I'm in the middle of talking. Shut up.
In the middle
Shut up. 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 I'm talking. Shut up. I'm talking. I'm still going to continue what I'm saying. I'm still going to continue what I'm saying. I'm still going to continue what I'm saying. You're not going to stop me. I promise I'm still going to continue. Anyway, as I was saying, what happened is that we know that traditional African spirituality and religion continued on over in the Americas. We know that actually was the justification for keeping the Negroes enslaved. The Africans documented this. The Europeans documented this. Native American literate people documented that these African practices continued on over here, including Islam. And we have this in numerous documents. And so they weren't converting to Christianity. They weren't doing so. It wasn't until the Second Great Awakening, when there was a conscious effort by people who were non-slave owners, primarily the Quakers, who thought slavery was an abhorrent evil, who went about trying to convert Negroes to slavery, and then even after that, it was majority of failure. And so when Negroes converted, it was afterward. But even prior to that, Christianity existed in pre-colonial West Africa. That's a fact.
Facts.
And everything I say, I can source for you. Every single line of what I say, I can source for you.
Okay, so let's start with your let's start with your dates. Let's start with your dates.
Yes. Yeah. As a matter of fact, there's a
No, don't start talking. Don't fucking start talking, nigga.
2 Saints.
Oh yeah, he started talking. I know you still talking, cause I got the dates. You don't got the dates. I got the dates. Okay, so what source are you using? His dates was wrong.
Well, none of my dates was wrong. None of my dates was wrong.
Come on, man. Let me
One of the
get
sources
a
that
date.
I'm using.
Let me get a date, bro. Let me get a date.
One of the dates. One of the books. One of the sources that I'm using.
I don't need you. I'm finishing the point.
I thought you said you wanted sources. My bad. They on the top of my head. I've already written on the subject. In pursuit of my master's degree, this was my paper. So I know
you see how that went, though, yo? You see why it's hard to deal with an idiot like this, yo? This nigga talk. You
talk to your mama all the time. You deal with idiots.
Talking. Look, then you talk, right? Then it's my turn. A1, the date I'm talking about is 1432, 1493. That's what I'm talking about. When I'm talking about the Papist Bull by Pope Alexander VI, that's what I'm talking about. I don't know what he talking about. Okay, and you can read the shit. If you discover
when did the Portuguese first land
I'm in the
West
middle
Africa?
of talking, yo. I can't
look it up.
This shit. I can't do this shit. No, A1. Hold on,
He said
bro.
he was a race baiter a minute ago,
said
and
the
who got
nigga
it?
was right. You said the nigga was right in his dates. I just showed you he wasn't right in his dates. Nigga, listen. No, the Papist Bull. It's a criteria. No, it's 1493. What are we doing, dog? Yo, I thought everybody knew this. Like, what are we doing, bro? He made that shit up. He's lying, bro. He is. You don't know.
You are very passionate.
All right, do me a favor. Do me a favor.
Wait.
Look up Pope. Hold on, man. Look up Pope Alexander VI. Do that for me right now, A1, and get back into the company. We're gonna let this nigga talk himself to death, right?
Hey, watch this. Watch this. A1, I got a couple questions. A1, now watch this. He gave you 2 dates.
No, I
He gave
didn't.
you 2 dates.
No, I did not.
No, we didn't.
I
You
did
just said
not.
1430. He said
No, man, that was
1430
the wrong
something.
one, man. That's not a real date, nigga. I
1492. Yes, you
misspoke
did.
on that.
Yes,
Okay,
you did.
okay.
1493.
Now watch this. Okay, now watch this. Now, A1, watch this. When did the Portuguese first go to Africa and grab slaves? I said the Papal Bull came after the Portuguese, and the Portuguese had already went to Africa and taken slaves. The Papal Bull came afterward as a justification for the actions that they had already undertaken. I said that out loud. Hopefully, we're streaming this so somebody can play it back. And I know what I said. Now watch this.
Nigga,
Now, A1.
nigga, they
Now
put
look
the
up. Now
paperwork
stop
behind
talking.
their actions. What the hell is wrong with
Stop
you?
talking. Hey, stop talking. Hey, A1. A1. When did the Portuguese first land in Africa? When did they first go there and grab slaves? What's the year? And watch it be before the dates he gave. This nigga don't know what he's talking about.
That's fine,
Watch
nigga.
it. Google
Hold
it.
on. First of all, that's
Don't tell me my dates are wrong.
But
Don't
what
tell me
you
my
do
dates
is
are
you
wrong. I'm
put
not a Googler.
paperwork behind your actions, nigga.
I'm not a Googler.
Oh man, you
I'm
gotta
not a Googler.
stop there, yo. You
1415.
got, you know what?
Hey, A1. A1. How many years before 1493 is 1415? Let's do some math again.
You don't gotta do no math. We all understand how.
No, we do need to do some math, because don't tell me my dates are wrong. This is what I do. You don't do this. You are a Googler. You make up stuff. I'm proving your dates wrong right now.
Hold on. So you telling me that the dumb diverses, right?
Dumb diverse came out after.
Papyrus Bull is not a legal document. It's legal documentation. So
straw
you
man.
No. I'm making a point here, because now they make the shit official. So I'm letting niggas go rob you, and then they make robbing you official. That's par for the course with colonial powers. They made it official. Look, man, y'all gotta make it official. You gotta make it under the banner of Jesus Christ.
A1, listen. He just told me my dates were wrong. A1, whose dates were right?
No. I'm saying the first. No. The first time you spoke.
I never spoke anything wrong about a date. Listen. I can give you the names of my sources. I can give you page numbers off the top of my head, because I studied this thing.
I tell you what, go
forever.
get that. No. Go get that.
No. I don't need to go get it again. I just told you that your dates are wrong. You try to tell me mine for again. You don't know. I'm not these internet niggas. I'm not these internet niggas. There's nothing. Listen, 1493. What I said out loud was I told that those paper bulls came after the fact. And that's what I said. You said he had that wrong. The paper bull came in 1430 and 1493. The paper bulls. And I said to you, the Portuguese already have been enslaving Africans prior to that. You're not gonna touch me on this topic, bro.
No. Listen, hold on.
So you're right. I'm driving with one hand, transporting my kids.
You gotta slow down.
I'm driving with one hand, transporting my kids.
Hey, bro, you gotta slow down.
Putting belt to ass.
You gotta slow down, bro. Just because your point is that it came prior to the Papyrus Bulls doesn't alleviate my point. My point is they made it a legal thing to enslave you using Christianity. So you can have that date, but that doesn't stop from the 1493 all the way to the 1800s when they was enslaving people based off of that. So if you want to have the little 30 years, they still was Christians. They still was using Christianity against them. If you want to use a little small piece of time,
it's only 30 years. We got another math wizard, y'all.
No, it don't matter how long it was. Listen. No. He's trying. Listen. No, everybody. Right.
Well, A1 again. A1
that
again.
Wasn't an argument. That wasn't
A1
an argument.
again. I already covered the fact that slavery was in pre-colonial West Africa. I already covered that. This pre-colonial West Africa, slavery. Christianity was already in pre-colonial West Africa, according to African and Arabic sources and Roman Catholic sources. When they finally penetrated the interior, these are facts. These are facts. He don't know what he's talking about, and I can ramble this up off the top of my head. He is a Googler. Ignore this man on this topic. He don't know what he's talking about. Is Byron on the call?
I'm gonna make this point.
Byron, you here?
I'm gonna make this point right here.
Hey, Byron, was slavery, was Christianity in pre-colonial West Africa, according to Roman Catholic, African, and Arabic sources?
Absolutely.
I know, but absolutely. Who are you saying that said it wasn't?
Well,
see, that's not my argument. You turned it to your
wait. Okay, good.
Wait. It's not.
So
Let me make my point here.
So A1, the Africans in West Africa, our ancestors would have had it. They would have had it there.
What I said was the reason niggas is Christians was because of colonialism.
And I told you that's cap.
And I told you that's cap. Countered that by saying that Christianity was in pre-colonial West Africa.
No, that's not a counter.
Where we come from. That is a counter.
That is a counter.
Okay.
Hold on.
No. We ain't doing that. We ain't doing that.
I will body these niggas, bro.
We pressing the gas.
Listen, don't say these niggas, man. Don't say these niggas.
If your argument
don't say these niggas, man. Let these niggas open their mouth. Let the niggas open their mouth and get hit in it. Don't say these niggas. Let these niggas die. These niggas get out here and they say stuff and they ain't never read nothing. Everything he said has been wrong. Every single thing that came out of his mouth has been wrong. He's had to concede every point. Everything he says, he don't know. He's repeating internet lies. Let these niggas die, bro. These niggas want to step into the circle with intellects and people who actually know their stuff. Let these niggas die.
These niggas got degrees, man. Come on, man. That's what I'm trying. I've been fighting this fight for 2 years.
These niggas ain't reading no current research. Nothing. They're not reading. They're not reading about Byzantine structures. They're not reading about Byzantine structures in West Africa. They're not reading about Byzantine structures in West Africa. He don't know nothing about none of it. He just talking. He a tweeter. These niggas need to die. When these niggas open their mouth and they get hit in it, don't save these niggas. Let these niggas die on their sword. He can't touch the topic. Everything he said, and this man said he went to a Jewish school, and then he got out there and got his ass whooped and talking out the book of Zephaniah. Okay, every topic he wants to touch. And again, I'm driving. I got one hand on the steering wheel. I'm holding my phone with the other hand. I'm transporting kids to school on my way to work. And this nigga is getting his ass whooped in front of his computer.
This nigga moving weight.
All right, so this is my point. I'm saying I'm not yelling.
Saints 3-0.
I'm not hollering. I'm not yelling. I'm not screaming, dog. Fucking talking.
You ain't doing it now, nigga.
I'm not getting my ass whipped on nothing, nigga. Okay?
You a damn liar.
Man, come on, man. All right, see, when I shut up, let you fucking talk, you're an idiot. You over whooping, nigga. You underestimating, nigga. You don't know what the fuck you talking about, nigga. So I'm trying to let you know, nigga. I fuck with Google, nigga. We deal with primary sources around this motherfucker. My point is, nigga, that the people that Christianity ran into already had pre-existing motherfucking culture. That's my whole motherfucking point. They had a way of life, nigga. Man, come on, man. Now you're a kid. So you're a kid now? So this how this
I can laugh. I ain't said I'm laughing.
Let him go, Leandre.
Is this
how you say let him go? I didn't say nothing. I laughed.
Fast because you think a nigga ain't read.
All I did was laugh.
Then when the nigga start talking, all
I did was laugh.
Yo, what scale of conversation is this, nigga? If you claim yourself to be the level, know when to shut the fuck up. If you the level, nigga, we just starting, nigga. You wild out.
You non-degree niggas can't tell me how to be an academic.
Nigga, shut the fuck up, nigga. Now, my point is, and everybody know it, is that niggas had their own spiritual system, deities and gods and cultural systems for 350,000 years prior to fucking Christianity. So anytime Christianity went in somewhere, they would have to send missionaries and convince a nigga to the shit or fake a nigga to the shit. Now you trying to tell me that ain't what's going on, nigga? No matter how you arrive to it, niggas wasn't that. They had to bring it to the niggas. No matter what you saying, nigga. No matter what, God didn't bring that to the niggas. Humans brought it to the motherfucking niggas. And you know how humans roll. Man, come on, man, with that shit.
Yes, sir. Hey, Byron, let me ask you a question. Byron, do African leaders classify Christianity as an indigenous religion to Africa because of its time there?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I appreciate it. Thank you, Byron. Hey, listen. I can rabble facts all day. Nigga, belt to ass. Like granddad, boy. Belt to ass. Hey, listen, man. I told you, not everybody gets to be on the internet, and definitely not everybody gets to be on the internet talking. Niggas gonna be belt to ass, bro. Nigga, don't touch these topics. Stick to balding cream and whatever the hell you do with your head. This ain't for you, bro. This game is not for you.
Oh, so you just a bitch ass nigga. That's what you do. That's how you do it. You don't really want to have a conversation. You want to say a couple things, right? I can see through. Yeah, the data's there.
No,
hold on. No, nigga, you ain't told me shit, nigga. What I said was, okay, But nigga, the overall reaching point, the emphasis was on what Hemi said. I said, Hemi, the only reason you're a Christian is through colonization. You say no. Okay, so now the only reason you're a Christian is because of what? Because of missionaries. What the fuck is missionaries doing in Africa, yo? Spreading the gospel. Am I correct? So the shit
You
had to get
twist
spread.
your argument.
Come on, nigga.
First, you said it was
Let me
because
finish
you didn't
my
say
point.
you didn't say it was for missionary work. You said it was
That
colonialism.
nigga said it was.
That's a
That nigga said
completely different
He
argument.
said
Hey, Hemi,
force and
adjust the
colonialism.
Hey, Hemi, adjust the conversation.
He said force and colonialism.
No,
That's
hold
what
on.
he said.
No,
Right.
Force and colonialism.
Hey,
You
listen.
did.
Hold
That's
on.
what
Hey,
you
Hemi.
said. That's
Hey,
a
Hemi.
completely different argument.
Hey, Hemi.
Missionary work
Belt
is
ass.
not
Hey, Hemi.
colonialism or force.
Hey, Hemi. Since y'all want to go the long way with it, y'all want to bring out every point. No problem. So then we got to talk about pre-colonial Africa. No problem. And Christianity get to pre-colonial Africa through missionaries. They ain't even bring the institution like
That's
that.
not force
So that's
or
no, that's what I'm
colonialism.
saying. So that would make your point. Hold on, Hemi. That would make your point. Okay, it wasn't colonization. But how much of that Christianity spread in pre-colonial Africa? See, now, since y'all want to get technical, let's play with technicalities. This how I like to do it. See, you thought you had me, my nigga. Let's play this game.
You talking about
Hey,
now? How much?
Hemi, you get my point,
Can I
right, Hemi?
address that
Hey,
question?
Hemi, you get my point, right, Hemi?
Can I address that question?
You
How
hear
did
me, right? You hear me,
Christianity
right?
spread
I hear you, but
Now, hold
all
on.
you gonna
Now,
keep
I'm going
doing
to
is
ask you this,
backing
Hemi.
yourself further
And hold
instead
on,
of just
Hemi.
conceding.
Hold on.
That
No,
we,
hey, Hemi, hold on. This is a gentleman's conversation, bro.
no,
If
I
you had a
understand.
point, right, that overreaches my point, then I have to concede. I'm right or wrong, Hemi. Ain't that how we do it?
Hey,
Is that not the difference? I'm not moving the goalpost. The goalpost is, I said, y'all niggas wouldn't be Christians without colonialism. That's what I said.
Somebody look up the definition. Somebody look up the definition of moving the goalpost real quick.
You just said so, and I just see Payne
No,
type in
man,
the back saying missionary work is colonialism.
No, I didn't say that. I didn't say that.
I didn't say you said that. I said Payne typed that in the back.
But you do know, hold on, but you do understand, hold on, but you do understand that's part of it though. Are we gonna sit here and play like that, or what we doing?
It absolutely is. It's
Yeah, I know.
absolutely
I'm
100%.
gonna let them do that little game, right?
You know what you
It's
guys
called the
talking about,
soft
right? You're
style. Yeah, it's called the
So
soft
who
style.
did the
So I know
missionaries
this.
work for?
Hey, Pan. See,
The
that's the trap
church.
right there.
The church.
I want them niggas to separate. I want them niggas to separate. You know what I'm saying? The priesthood from motherfucking colonialism. I want them to do that.
So
Can't be done. Can't be done.
watch this. So
We're not doing that.
if I convert hundreds of people to Christianity,
Him, you lied
what
to
am
me,
I
Hemi.
doing?
Hemi, you
No, I'm
lied
saying
to
if
me.
I go out and if I travel to Africa, if
Hey,
I
Hemi, you
travel
let the
to
nigga celebrate a
stop.
fake
I just
victory,
want to
yo.
I just want to understand what y'all are saying.
What am I
Because
saying?
y'all are saying spreading of the gospel, right? It automatically equals colonialism, right?
It is.
How is that true?
Because it's changing a person's culture. You have to lose your culture. You have to lose your ancestral shrines. You have to give all that back, bro. You have to denounce all that. That's why.
Opposite of the definition of colonialism.
Question.
I have a consistent issue though. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Courtney. Go ahead.
Yeah, my question is: do you consider the reforms of, say, of Theodosius I as aspects of colonialism or imperialism?
I'm saying that the priests actually have no power because they have no guns and no war machines.
Right, but okay.
You
So
changed the whole
Theodosius
conversation with
I.
that. So listen, I'm giving you an answer that the missionaries actually have no power without their governments that back them. Because if you snatch the missionaries, it'll kill one of them. It'll start a whole war like Vietnam. Vietnam 1 and Vietnam 2 start off with missionaries being murdered. Okay, so they're backed by their governments, bro.
If these are missionaries, right, in pre-colonial Africa, right?
So am I wrong? I just want to know. Come on, if I'm wrong, tell me I'm wrong.
If you're conceding that these are pre-colonial, pre-European contact missionaries in Africa, where did these missionaries in Africa come from? Since they didn't come from, since they didn't come from Europe, they didn't come from Europeans. Where did they come from?
What colony were they a part of that they were pushing colonialism? Whose colony? Who was their backing? Who's their military backing?
Because I get that's what I'm trying to get the consistency. Because if you conceded and said, okay, these are pre-colonial, pre-European missionaries that came to Africa. So, where did they come from?
Hey
into
Byron.
West
Hey Byron.
Africa.
Hey Byron.
Because if they didn't come from Europe and they're in West Africa, where else do they come from?
Hey Byron, what nation was behind the Thomas Christians? What nation were they
They
from?
came from North Africa.
What colony? Hey Byron, what colony were the Thomas Christians? Where did they come from?
I don't know.
Listen.
Thomas Christian.
Hey, look, man. You can run through stuff, and again, it's the problem. The problem is that there's entire books written on the subject of how Christianity first originally written on the topic. Rodney Stark's The Rise of Christianity, and it tells you that the primary means of the spreading of the gospel stuff originally had to do with the fact that largely of persecution. Persecution helped spread the message. People interested in why these people were going to die for this, and then this stuff spread out. And we know that missionaries took things to other places because of Matthew 28:19, and with no national backing. And while they were still being persecuted, they were taking the message elsewhere. So in opposition to colonial powers, they were doing stuff. This nigga is just a freestyle. He don't know what he talking about. He's read nothing on the topic. He just talking.
I agree. That's what I want. I just would like that answer. Like, I don't know, Ben Dre. I'm just trying to figure out, like, if they weren't, if it was considered that they came from pre-colonial non-European people, but they were missionaries. Where did they come from?
Hey Byron, wait, I got another question for you. Maybe you can
Man,
answer.
they connect back. They all roads lead back to Rome, yo. What are we doing, yo?
Well,
wait,
Byron. Hold. Where did they come from though? Like, where? Let's establish where they came from first. Into West Africa, because they didn't come from Europe, according to your concession. So where did they come from? West Africa.
What is the answer to that question? I'm curious. How did West Africa get it?
No, Pam. Wait.
No, y'all brought that up. Y'all said the pre-colonial Christianity. Y'all, who's asking the question to who? To whom are we asking the question to?
Me, I'm asking the question. It was conceded that so whether they were pre-colonial, pre-European.
No, they said that. Yeah, they said that.
You
they gotta explain that.
You conceded that point. So I'm asking
you. Okay, no, I said because now we ran to pre-colonial, right?
Right. You conceded that.
So that there's an explanation that needs to happen. Explain that to us. I didn't make that statement. Finish the whole statement. It's like you tricking. Explain the whole thing. Since my man been great, explain that.
No, I'm asking the question. You didn't.
Why are you asking me? I didn't bring that up.
Because
ask the person the question that brought it up and made the statement. Tell him to explain the statement.
You first said it wasn't colonialism for missionaries. Then you turned around after Pan said it was and said that it was. We're now asking you.
So what? Why would you ask me? Get the person to explain who made the statement of pre-colonial Africa. Explain the situation.
Because you turned around and agreed to it and said because it.
I said yes because I reckon. Hold on. What I did was I recognized a true statement, bro. And this is how we have a genuine conversation.
Cool.
And if that's true,
right? So then don't use it against me. So now the question. No, y'all said that.
Okay.
So explain it.
So pre-14th century.
Explain that.
Pre-15th and 14th century. Where did these missionaries come from? Into West Africa. Because it was told that I heard that said missionary is colonialism. So I want to know where did these missionaries come from? Pre-14th and 15th century.
Come on, bro. All I understand is trade. So they trading. The missionaries is trading. I mean, what I'm saying. So
where did they come from?
No, why are you asking me that? I never made this statement. I agree because I understand pre-colonial Africa. So I'm like, yeah, you're right about that. Okay. So that's not an issue for me.
Pan, you want to try to answer the question?
Not enough.
No, why would Pan have to answer that? Y'all made the statement. Qualify your statement. That's all.
Yeah, go ahead, Pan.
That's it. If it's a genuine conversation.
I mean, first and foremost, what he's saying, I do get what he's saying, right? Because if y'all did make the statement that, because that's what I want to know, how to get there. We don't even got to talk about it back and forth. If y'all know, you could just tell me how they got there. Missionaries, hold on. Let me just finish this real quick. I'm about to get you there. Hold on. So as far as missionary work being part of colonialism, by the time colonialism happens, that's when they were sending missionaries out to convert indigenous populations. You know what I'm saying?
So you're not saying you're not saying missionary work is necessarily colonialism, then, right? Because that's what it sounds like you were saying. You're saying that the colonists also use missionary work, but the missionary work itself is not colonialism. No.
Hold on. Let me answer that. Let me answer that because you're right. There's nuances in that. So it was definitely genuine people that was trying to do the work of the verse that he just quoted, right? As far as teaching the gospel. However, it was genuinely and largely an arm of colonialism.
So Pan.
Wait, whoa.
So Pan, you were around, right? You were around.
Whoa. Y'all
Wait, hold
scamming
on.
right now. They scamming.
Hold on. Pan,
Y'all can't.
Pan,
Y'all, you know
I thought
what?
we were
I
engaging,
didn't know
Pan.
y'all was gonna scam like that.
Pan,
Y'all
we weren't
scamming.
engaging.
Yeah, y'all scamming.
Pan, you
Y'all
still here?
scamming. Y'all talk about the singing and hold on, y'all. I know y'all ain't talking about the singing and right and King Alfonso. That's the Christianities in West Africa. That's what
No,
you talking about, right?
Nope.
no,
Nope.
I'm not talking
Nope.
about that at
See,
all.
No,
see, like I said,
hold on, bro. Hold
this is
on.
No,
You know
bad
what?
turn.
Well, see, this is why I
Okay,
asked
no,
y'all
No,
what
keep
West
talking.
Africa y'all talking
Now
about. How
keep
to get
talking.
there.
Okay,
Tertullian was
go
in
ahead.
direct
You talking about
communication with
Pan.
Benin?
So
Northwest
You
back to
talking
Africa.
about
you.
Central
So
Africa,
Pan,
right?
this is Byron.
Nigeria,
Pan,
right?
this
Tertullian,
I heard you, cut him up.
Tertullian
Pan,
was in
this is Byron.
direct
So
communication
Pan,
with Northwest
I
you
Africa.
couldn't hear you. Go
you
ahead.
were
We,
Pan,
we ain't talking about Northeast Africa
Pan,
right now.
you were around when I dropped that when I first did those videos about a year or so ago, right? In DG's old group.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So you're aware that I already gave the presentation breaking down all of this, correct?
I saw the
Including,
presentation. Yes.
So I
Cool.
thought it was the
Okay.
including the
Congo. Am I
sources,
wrong?
Cool.
Am I
including
Cool.
the
So
wrong, yo?
Pan,
sources.
that time period that I'm talking about, right? Like, um, where did these missionaries come from in the time period?
They named 3 main sources in the presentation,
What was it?
and
Right.
I
I'm
have
gonna
it
keep it 100
memorized.
with you. I don't remember. So if you got it, you could just say it.
No, no,
Okay.
no, no. Well, before we do that, though, Pam, so this is what I'm saying. Part of the problem is that you made a statement that made it seem like missionary work is necessarily colonialism, and then Ankh came in and he added to that, saying yes, because it got to do with his
I
giving
said
up
it's
to
the
blah blah blah
extension
blah
of it.
blah.
I said it's the extension of it.
No,
That's all I
what you
said.
And I'll make the
what you
same.
It's the
I'll make
truth.
the same nuance.
I know I'm
I'll
not
make the
wrong.
same
And I
nuance.
know I'm not wrong. We're not gonna sit
no
up
no
here and
no
deal with
no
simple
no
things.
no 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 you're both
And
wrong.
No,
You're
bro,
both
that's
wrong
percentages
if
is
you're saying you're
wildly different.
qualified.
like what they come from the middle of the jungle then nigga?
What
What language?
Byron, yes.
No. Yeah, you
A1,
got it.
A1,
Hey
A1,
Pan, stay
A1.
right
That's
there, yo.
exactly A1. That's
Stay
exactly
right there.
that's
A1, don't
So
move.
so
Don't move.
so Pan,
Yeah,
so
don't
Pan,
move.
what
yeah.
Don't move.
Pan,
Hey,
what
look,
we're
stay right there. Hey, look, we
so
gonna stay
Pan,
right there and let you
Pan,
talk.
You know what?
so if
So yes,
when
exactly.
what did I'm
Fact.
asking?
Now
Everybody
we're
keeps
in a
saying
good
missionaries.
So
conversation.
wait,
Wait,
so
wait,
if
wait.
missionary
Now
work
we're in a good
came first,
conversation.
so if missionary work came first, how are you claiming that it's
No.
colonialism?
No. Listen, hold on.
Exactly.
No. Now we gotta talk geography. Don't no.
Well,
And hear me.
so
We're not
Pan,
So
gonna holler
how is
out
it
West
Pan,
Africa.
if
And
Pan,
hear me.
we
but
were
how
And
interrupting
hear
an
me.
Pan so we can
extension with
continue our
me?
talk.
And hear me. And hear me. The
Because I ain't got that much
conversation
time.
is
I was
serious
talking
now.
with
Hear me.
Pan.
And hear me. I'm not letting y'all
Pan,
niggas holler out West Africa no more.
No, you think
So
you got a lifeline, but you don't.
no. And hear me. Listen what I'm saying. No,
Pan,
and hear me.
Pan,
No,
you ready for
listen.
the continuation?
Hear me. Now it's serious. Check this out. We're not gonna holler out West Africa. We want specific places, right? And we want the names of the individuals or the nation, whoever. Let's do that game now. So I can show
Exception.
you how
So
it's an
so
extension of motherfuckers that will come in later on and do their thing like it always works. But go ahead.
okay.
Where
So
at?
when
Where you
so
talking
when
about? Benin
Byron
where?
when Byron gives you the name, are you going to concede again, like you've been doing the whole conversation? Or are
I
you going to try
supposed
to fight
no,
back
hold on.
once
Hey,
another
I
atheist try to
supposed to
throw you a
concede.
fake lifeline?
No, it's not a fake lifeline. It's called a conversation, yo.
Ah,
See,
damn.
that's
Okay.
why I do so well because I have conversations, and in conversations you're gonna give and get. Y'all don't never give, and you
Okay.
see that's the difference. Like nigga trying to convince me that they knew about the whole world and make up some spiritual shit. I'm just having a
All right.
conversation, bro. It's a difference there.
Well,
I
listen,
don't
That's a
understand why
lot.
listen.
Christians don't understand, arguing from a position of being honest. But go ahead,
Okay.
Hey,
So that's a
Christians
lot.
now,
So
good
Keep it
Christians.
400. Y'all
That's
can. This
hate
could be
Christian.
over with like in 46 seconds.
Go
This
ahead,
whole thing could be
get it
over
over
in like
with.
46
Go
seconds.
ahead, name.
Hey, Pan,
so Pan.
The only problem I have with that is I need niggas to say, hey, you know what, I overspoke. I shouldn't have said that. Instead
Mm.
of just saying, well,
I
I didn't know. So
overspoke.
again,
Hey, watch this. Hey, y'all overspoke on that, bro.
so before you open your mouth and you make statements in areas where you
No,
know you
I
don't know,
overspoke on
you
that.
shouldn't type things like missionary work is colonialism. You shouldn't say stuff like that. You shouldn't say.
But
Oh,
it
it
Stuff like
absolutely
actually
that
is.
is.
is
But
But
it
go ahead,
inappropriate.
tell
actually
me
is
I'm wrong.
though. Hey,
No,
Pen,
no,
it
no, no.
actually is, man.
I'm
See, they ain't gonna
telling
never
you
Show
get
that.
it
me
right
I'm
with that.
wrong.
See, that's what they ain't
Show
gonna
me
never
I'm
get
wrong.
with that.
Otherwise, it
They'll
absolutely
never
No,
get
no,
is.
it
no.
with that,
Now,
yo.
So
see, now
Yo.
that right there is another logical fallacy. But again, this is
Show
why
me I'm wrong.
you
This whole
niggas
thing could be
cannot
30 seconds.
you niggas can
It's
listen.
30
Listen,
seconds.
listen.
Back
It's
to
A1
30
just
listen.
seconds
told
worth
you
of
how
work.
you.
but Pan,
A1 just
Come
showed
on
you how
here.
you
I
were
asked
wrong.
you first before I even said it. I asked you
A1
before I
just
even said
told
it.
you
I
how
was like,
you were
yo,
wrong.
so where'd it come from? 30 seconds. It'll take 30 seconds for you to show it right now. We don't even talk about nothing else. Show me. Yo, A1, hold on a second. A1, everybody shut up. Just show me. We don't talk about nothing else. Show me. No.
I know, yo.
No, chill,
I was
A1.
writing. Every point
A1.
that came out of my mouth, I was
Chill,
wrong on
A1.
every single one.
Chill, A1. Just show me right now. No more conversation. Just show me. No.
You literally listen. The problem is you have a listening issue. A1 just told you how you were wrong. If missionary work, and this is a logical issue, if missionary work exists without colonialism, then it's not. And if it's not necessarily colonialism, it means that your statement is on its face false.
Yeah.
You
Okay,
need to verify that statement.
said that. I already did that. A1,
No.
hold
I
on a
was in
second.
an
Man, it's on
No.
extension
peripheral.
comes
Hold on a
later.
second. God damn it.
An extension comes
Hey
afterwards,
Henny,
not
hey
before,
Henny,
right?
hey Henny, hey Henny, hey Henny,
An extension comes
Henny. Yup.
afterwards, not before.
Yeah,
What?
extension comes after. Hey Henny, hey Henny, hey Henny. Come on, yo.
Second, y'all. Listen, I already said
Now we being
there's
dishonest about
nuances.
how extensions work.
Henry,
If
hold
I
on a
You know
have,
second.
how? You know what, yo? You know what, yo,
if
y'all?
you
Hey, you
take
know
your
what?
woman to the, if
You
you
know how
take your
niggas start
woman,
off the race
stop.
fast.
If you
The
take your
niggas start
woman,
out the
hold
game
on,
real
hold on.
fast.
If
Now
you
you
take your
huffing and
woman
puffing,
to
nigga.
the, if you take your woman to the hair
Yeah.
salon
Nah, ain't
to
nobody
get
trying to be
extensions,
dishonest, Henny.
she's adding on to something, right? An extension cord does
Damn.
what?
Mhm.
So,
What'd
so
it
I'm
say?
saying, if
Read it.
so, but
Read
you, but I'm saying that all of y'all conceded to the point that missionary work was first, and then colonialism second. So how could
No, I didn't concede to that.
yes, y'all did.
No,
When
I did
A1
I
not.
said what he
conceded.
said, you agree with him,
Listen.
Pan. You
No,
expect him
you
to agree
said
with him.
no. Listen.
If you shut up, if everybody shut up right now, I'll tell you what I said. God damn it! If y'all could just shut up for 1 second. What I said was colonialism and missionaryism can be separate, right? I changed that when I first came on the joint because it's definitely possible for an honest people to be doing the work of the verse that Hemi quoted, you know what I'm saying, as far as spreading the gospel. So I did already change that shit. But however, the idea and the principles of colonialism definitely go back to Rome and Greece. So please don't act like that shit is brand new just because y'all want to use the word colony. Stop playing with me, fam. Show it. Don't say nothing else, but show me
That's
show
not
me
what
how
I
it got
said.
to West Africa.
You
I'm
just
not talking
flipped
to you
what
right
I
now.
Nah,
said.
they not doing it.
Listen,
That's what they not doing. I want to talk
no,
about
I don't want to hear.
on the
No, I need y'all
peripheral.
to feel.
What
Wait a
white
minute.
people
Wait
can
a
go
minute.
to the interior
Wait
of
a minute.
Africa, yo?
Hold
That's
on.
not
Wait a
going
minute.
down, yo.
Okay,
No,
so
Hey,
no. All
Hemi,
He
hey,
black
just
white
Hemi,
people
hey,
said it.
doing
Hemi,
this shit.
Wait,
Wait
hey,
a
so
minute.
Hemi. The mosquitoes don't
y'all
like
saying
white people.
there's
Hey, Hemi.
honest people who just want to spread the gospel, but
No,
then y'all
that's not.
saying,
They not doing that.
oh,
Hey,
it's
Hemi, hey, Hemi.
colonialism. They
Hey, Hemi,
doing
you
it
got a
because they're
mosquito
trying to
barrier.
change people's
Hey,
stuff.
Hemi,
No, this is
you have
what
a mosquito barrier,
y'all
bro.
keep separating,
That's why
then
I want to hear what
conflating
y'all
because
talking
you know.
about, though, yo. Hey, Hemi,
so
Hemi, you have a biological barrier, bro. The number one killer on planet Earth is the mosquito. No white missionaries is going into the interior of Africa and do nothing for too long. So now let's get this straight.
Yo,
Y'all
let him
hold
tell
on.
me this answer
Hemi,
real
let me
quick.
make
Just
my
let him
point.
answer me.
Hemi,
Make him
let me
answer me.
make
Pan,
let me make my point, Hemi. Let me
Pan,
make my point,
we
Hemi.
never got our discourse to continue,
Hemi.
bro.
Hold on, Hemi. Somebody yelled out their mouth like they were supreme teacher number one and yelled out pre-colonial West Africa. I said, oh yeah, you're right. Now I said, let's explain it. So now, as we start to explain it, that shit, the nigga was cheering, driving one hand, it's falling apart. And the mosquitoes got y'all niggas. So I sat back and listened to this shit for a minute. I say, hold on, yo, these niggas don't know that the mosquitoes is a barrier for anybody. They ain't got the certain traits that fight malaria. So I'm gonna ask y'all niggas one more time, yo. Where exactly in West Africa was these fake ass missionaries? Now we cooking with hot grease.
Okay.
Started off
So
good, nigga. Pow! Y'all was all first, nigga. Now we into deep water, motherfuckers.
okay.
Now I'm listening real closely,
Listen.
nigga. The old man listening. Get
I'm
past
gonna
the
do
fucking
this.
mosquitoes, super
I will do
Christian.
this. I
Now
will do
that.
this
No,
simply.
get past the fucking
Pan,
mosquitoes. No, we gonna get past these motherfucking mosquitoes.
you want to
No,
answer, but you keep
nigga, my
talking.
ass, nigga. We on evolution. Get past the mosquito.
You want to answer, but you keep
No,
talking.
nigga, I want you to get past the fucking mosquito.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm listening, nigga. Where at in
Pan,
Africa, nigga, in pre-colonial West Africa? Where, nigga?
listen.
Where white boys are
Pan,
flourishing, teaching Christianity without dying.
Pan, you listening? You hear?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
So again, you remember you remember the videos that I actually posted
Man,
back in
hell
the
with them
chat.
damn videos. Answer the
Do you
question,
remember?
bro.
Do you remember anything about those videos?
I can't front. Not really. Not
Okay.
really. That's why I'm asking y'all to just tell me,
Right.
bro. Just like
Hey,
how
A1, these
did
niggas been
Christianity
stumbling and
So
come to
babbling
Pan,
for
West
the
Africa?
last
so
fucking
Pan,
25 minutes now since they made
you
that
watch
wild ass
you
statement. I
watch the
say, yeah,
videos
you
that I
right.
gave.
Now explain how
The
you
first
right.
three places,
Up my
the
ass.
three places
No,
that the
up my
name
ass. The nigga was
that
doing the
they
same thing when he was
specifically
cheerleading
mentioned that it
himself.
came is North Africa.
Yeah, but we didn't stop his good Christian brother. Hey, but guess what, A1? Guess what? I know Byron. Guess what? He didn't stop his good Christian buddy. That man, fuck that shit. He didn't stop his good Christian buddy,
But he
A1,
wasn't
like you
on the
did.
call,
A1,
He
guess what
wasn't
you
even
doing,
on the
A1?
call at first.
A1, guess what you doing, A1? You stepping up as A. No. A1. Listen, you're stepping up like you supposed to and say, come on, that's don't talk to him like that. But them niggas didn't do it the other way around.
I just got here.
No, you get my point though. The good Christian niggas
God.
didn't do it.
So Pan.
You're a non-Christian, you doing it. I agree with you, bro. No, it's about right. So why is it decorum on the non-Christian side? I know you hear what I'm saying, A1.
So, hey,
I'm
Byron,
not
don't worry
saying you're
about it.
wrong.
He don't want answers, Byron. Don't say nothing else, bro, because he crying. He don't want answers.
No, I'm not crying.
All right, then be quiet. Then I'm asking you respectfully.
All right, man. You saying it a little bit. You saying a little bit slick, yo. Why you doing that, yo? For no reason, yo. Come on, bro.
Bro, because
we ain't
Byron
never had no
disrespect
issues, yo, with your Christianity, yo. Man, you never had that. We cool on that. Come on, yo.
So you saying I should? All right, you want me? I'm not. I'm gonna mute up the rest of the day.
We
I ain't
good.
gonna say nothing else.
I'm saying let's be a little more. Let's be a little. Come on, yo. We ain't feeding into it, bro. We good, yo.
All right. I'm gonna mute up. I ain't gonna say nothing.
So Pan, if you remember that video, I named 3 places where pre-colonial Christian Africans came from. I named North Africa. I named Egypt.
No, we don't want that. We don't want that, yo. No.
The places that I named is the places around the Mali Empire, specifically around Takor, northern Nigeria, around the Bornu area,
that's
and
correct.
Chadic regions.
So now the question I was having though, but I do remember that though. Actually, now that you bring it up.
No, Pan, stop. We talking about where we came from, Pan. Don't lose it. Don't lose it.
No,
don't lose it. Okay, we talking about where we come from, where everybody on this phone come from.
Do you know what Turkey is?
Wait, Hemi, stop, Hemi. Damn it. How did those places that you just named get it? Did the North Africa, Egypt, and the other places you just named, the Mali Kings?
Nubia. That's where they came from.
Not Nubia.
Just let me finish, please. Here's the question. How did they get that? Was it from a European or was it from an African?
Africans.
Who was that?
Okay, cool. So if you want to throw,
why would you change the conversation, yo?
If you ask,
you got it, bro. We'll talk later. Go ahead, sir.
Why you change? No, we back in West. Let's stay in West Africa, yo.
So
come on,
yo. You asking? So to be clear, are you asking where those Africans got it from, or how did it get to West Africa? Because those are 2 different questions. So I just want to be clear and answer you correctly.
I think Pan dropped off.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. In the presentation, I stated that North Africans, Coptic Nubians, and the Copts in Egypt, is primarily. You have some scant records of some of the people in the Abyssinian Aksumite Empire going central a little bit as well too, according to their records. But that's where they would have got to West Africa as we know it, where they would have came from. So that's why I was asking the question of if they're missionaries, where would they come from? Because if they're not European, they would have to come from other African people.
Right.
Those Africans didn't come as to West Africa in a colonial state because they don't have colonies there.
Very brief comment.
Which I
Wait a minute.
in my presentation.
No, you're saying what now? What are you saying exactly?
The question was asked, if I'm not recalling them, where did they come from? Because that I was
to
hearing
be in West
about, like,
be in West Africa. I didn't know it was widespread.
The malaria, etc. And I'm giving you the origins of where these pre-colonial, pre-European Christians came from into West Africa.
It wasn't just Africa that they tried to use the No, that's all we talking about right now, though.
I gave three. I'm giving the 3 locations.
You said Nubia? Go ahead. You said Nubia?
I said Coptic Nubia. I said Coptic Egypt. And I said North Africa.
And they went to West Africa.
And they went
Berbers. Go ahead.
Yes. Actually, you still have Berber clans in West Africa today.
Yeah, of course. Go ahead. Of course.
And others. Coptic Nubians, we see them as well as far as coming through the Chad, and also some of the Kisir
So
migrations. You can go
I
and look
mean,
at
let's just be honest, though.
no.
A
So
lot of European nations, Germany,
we ain't
Portugal,
Germany.
Spain, and England or British, they used a lot of missionaries to go into lands, India, Thailand, all these other underdeveloped countries that weren't from the West, and they did try to use Christianity to impose onto.
yeah, that's a complete moving the goalpost from the question I was asking. I was giving the answer to.
No, that's not clear, yo. So where the official records did you reading from this? And you're saying it was the Berbers. Who are you saying? So you're saying it wasn't no Europeans, correct?
No, yeah, pre-colonial. Yeah, it
Okay.
was not.
And what's that? And what parts? Because I didn't even know it even penetrated deep into West
Yes,
Africa.
yes, in the
I know
Taproot.
about King Afonso and them.
No, it
Okay,
went to
the
the
Zingin and the
Taproot.
Congo.
Used silent records of Mansa Musa speaking about it as well in the Taproot.
Mansa Musa. Okay, he's already a Muslim. Keep
Yeah,
going.
he's speaking about it. You see the Kisara legend. You see northern Nigeria and the Nigerian knot, where you get the Nigerian knot comes from. You get from the Chad region, from the Coptic Nubians as well too. You can see the Kisara legend. You can see some of the Bernu crosses as well. They exist. You can see the Byzantine influence, not only armor but bells and other
Yeah,
things.
you say Byzantine, you basically saying the Roman Empire. Yo.
No, I'm saying influence because that's
Okay.
you know
All right.
that style was all around. But
And those roads lead back to where?
what roads?
The roads from the Byzantine Empire lead back to Rome because it was part of the Roman Empire. When you say Byzantine, you
Not
basically saying Rome.
I
Am I
said
correct?
Byzantine influence because during that time they would have spread. If you know that the Coptics, the Nubians, and the North Africans had already split from the Rome and Constantinople proper because of after this third council. That's why you have to know the Chalcedonian and non-Chalcedonian split. So during that time they weren't in communion or rocking with each other. In fact, they were fighting each other for a long time from the 4th century moving forward. And so during this time period, you see the influx of going into what we call West Africa today. You can look up terms like tropical savanna.
So hold on.
And this
So
is where you will.
one sec. So we're not talking about widespread Christianity at all.
Well,
that's not what we're actually talking about. And I just want to make this clear.
No, you can't do that in the question because you asked where in West Africa, and then now you've reshaped it to say widespread.
No. I'm not trying to reshape. You didn't. No. Listen. If you're talking about Nigeria, it hit those areas first, and like you said, Chad.
I didn't say Nigeria first.
You said Benin. What'd you say? Benin and Nigeria?
I said Bornu. I said northern Nigeria or Niger. And I said Takru in the Mali Empire. You look at today, I think that's around the Senegambia region.
So and you're saying what? And you're saying they built churches?
Yeah, they actually found churches. They actually, if you look at the records, and this is a Roman record, I want to say 1300s. No, they late 1300s, early 1400s. When they were just starting to rile up, different slaves and stuff like that. This is pre-dom, I think, pre-dom verses. When they are in Tripoli, they did like a bell call, and I can share the source when I get a chance.
No, I got you on that. And so does that alleviate?
I wouldn't finish. I was just landing the plane. The Roman people did the Roman church did a bell call, and the Africans responded from the liturgical services of Christianity. And they were surprised, and they didn't know how this happened. The Pope was so surprised that he tried to send a contingent into the interior of West Africa to see what was going on, because the Africans knew all of these Christian things. They never got back, but he recognized that.
What is that? We can't hear you. We can't hear you.
And these people, when they explained to the Christian priests and the Romans,
we can't even hear you.
They already had churches. They already had churches and houses with crosses on them, and they already knew the liturgical.
So hold on for a minute.
Hold on. Pope of Rome during that time period didn't know.
1 sec, bro. So, what like I'm saying is, it's not widespread. We can't do that.
What you mean widespread?
You know what I mean? Like something that we
explain what you mean widespread.
When I say widespread, you got Islam is in Africa first. widespread,
Islam was in
right?
Africa before
Like you get
Christianity,
African kings that. Hold on, bro.
according to the no, I'm saying you're making a
No,
claim that I didn't say, and you're adding on. Like
No,
if you're
so that's
hold
what
on,
I'm talking. We're talking about what the conversation was.
but we have to
Why
slow
are
down. But
Africans
we
in
have to slow
America Christians?
if we're having a
No,
good
no, that's the
dialogue,
no.
we have
If
to
we're
slow
having a
down.
dialogue, you told me let you land your plane, and you talk very long.
Hold
And
on.
I appreciate
So
I
is your
appreciate
follow
the elegance on it. No,
right? So
so now when it's
is
my
your
turn to talk,
follow up?
you have to at least let me talk.
No, but I want to
No,
make sure
for
that we're
what?
having a dialogue because if the
A
question is
dialogue is two people
where,
exchanging ideas and conversation.
You just keep talking.
Who
well, that's
keep
what I'm saying.
talking?
Where
Nah,
you
just
asked
don't
you
lie
you
about it.
asked
Don't
me
lie that.
you said you
Don't
didn't know
lie that
where it
white people
was,
are evil.
and I
Yeah,
told you,
I
and now you're saying
just
it
had an
wasn't
honest.
widespread. So I
Ryan,
just a- so I
Ryan,
asked
White
you.
people.
So I'm just
Ryan.
asking you where what do you
I'm
mean when
saying the
you say
kingdom
widespread?
itself is deemed the kingdom itself is deemed the Christian nation. That's widespread to me. With the king, it pronounces himself as a Christian, right? This is what we're talking about, and I thought we understood this because then we would understand the magnitude of it. Just naming a church here, and that's not what we're talking about, and that can't be the conversation. And they're not practicing. No African practices pure Christianity in them days at all. None of the shit y'all would ever do, right?
Well,
They keep their institutions, they do their sacrifices, and they do their little Christianity thing. It's mixed in.
so question.
That's how they
So
practice
can I ask a
Christianity.
follow up question?
No,
How
but
can
I
you
don't. No,
then?
I want to finish my point though.
Okay, I'm sorry. Go
So,
ahead,
so
and I'll ask a question.
I was looking for the kingdom in West Africa that was Christian. I know about King Alfonso, right? I know about the wars that they fought, King Nzinga and them. I'm saying that's widespread to me.
Dang.
That's widespread to me. But
Okay,
you didn't mention those things in West Africa.
okay. So when it was asked where did these people come from?
Yeah, and
So
you
I was
explained it.
only giving okay.
Right,
So
good
if
job.
you're asking me were there kingdoms in West Africa,
No, I'm
they
saying where they. So you go ahead.
yes, for your definition of widespread. I think that if I'm not mistaken, off the top of my dome, and again, it's in my presentation, but I can go back to my books and look at it. I think the Juktun Kingdom is one of them they speak of, and I want to say the Gobir as well, and I also named one earlier, the Takru Kingdom, which Mansa Musa names by name, the Takru Kingdom.
Can you do me a favor and put that lecture in there for me, please, so I can
I
go over
did,
that?
I did, I did. It's in the I put both of them in the back check.
Hold on, hold on. Now we getting somewhere.
I
Hold
did
on,
one on DMG's channel, one on BK Politics channel,
hold on, hold on, hold on.
with the source material as well too.
That
Two
you put is a video, right?
two videos. Yep,
All right, hold on. I must gotta scroll back up.
they were there.
1 second. Um. Okay. No, hold on.
But I do have a quick follow up though.
Yeah.
While
What's
you're
your
doing that,
follow up? What's your follow
um,
up?
because you made a statement. If you didn't, respect, if you didn't know where they were, where they came from, until I just spoke about it, right?
Uh-huh.
How can you make a definitive statement saying they didn't practice the X, Y, and Z? If you did,
Easy. Because it's well documented that a lot of the slaves that came to America were actually Muslims. That's well
okay.
documented. It's
So,
rarity to be hold on. It's a
mhm.
rarity that slaves who came to America were Christians, and I think I'm saying we agree to that because we
Well,
got
that's
to
not.
get to America because that's the point. Am I
Respect.
am I
That's
tripping?
that's not the question I asked you.
No,
I asked
I am telling
if
you.
you didn't. So I'll say it again. If you didn't know where they came from and where they were prior to me answering your question and giving you and letting you know, how can you make a definitive statement of you knowing how they did and did not practice?
Because I understood pre-colonial Africa. Okay, I understood that framework. Right, so I understood the magnitude of what was there and what was not. I had never heard of widespread Christianity usurping Islam in West Africa. That's what I'm saying. Never heard of that. I understood the wars that Nzinga and them fought and how they traded back and forth in Christianity. So that's why I reached that.
Okay.
Now my point is, since we are in America and not the Caribbean, right? That the majority of slaves that came here were Muslims or had their traditional thing. It's very few Christians, bro. That's all I'm saying. So we back to the initial question, right? How did you become a Christian? You
Well,
get
then
that?
if
Obviously
well,
not from
actually
what you were
that
saying.
well, hold
I
on.
mean, you
Actually,
wasn't
that
here in that portion of the conversation, so you wouldn't know.
actually they didn't answer the question initially because I only said how can you make a definitive statement of what they were and weren't if you didn't know they existed in the
Well,
first place.
hold
And
on.
then
I make no
and
definitive
then
statements. I make no
and then
definitive statements.
hold on, and then I'm just asking, and then the follow statement is if you look at the notes and what I said, they were there before Islam came. One of the sources that talk about this are the actually Arab and Islamic sources that talk about these people existing when they got into and converted kingdoms into Islam that Christians were already there.
Yeah,
So, for example,
but they're not kingdoms though of Christian
for
kingdoms,
example,
correct?
Mansa Musa acknowledges that the Takru kingdom, which is part of his empire, because kingdoms can
So
exist in
hold on for a minute, yo.
empires.
Where's the video at? I can't find the video, brother. I
I
see
don't know.
Courtney.
I posted both of them.
I see Courtney. Can you post it again? That way I can just go to the bottom of the feed because it seems like there's a lot going on here. I would
Um,
appreciate that. Oh, I think I see this YouTube right here. No,
yeah,
Tiffany.
you gonna have to give me
I just bumped it.
It say unavailable. What the fuck
That's
is
the
it?
paradigm shift one. I don't know where the other one is, but I
Okay.
think that one was on paradigm shift. That's the one.
They should have been back to back when I
One
I
posted
of
got
it.
it. I got it.
the main
Paradigm
one.
Shift presents West African Christianity. Bet.
Yeah, and there should be another one, like right by that one. Let me see if I can go back and post it right now, actually, to make it easier.
So you just saying? Hold on.
I just forwarded it from
I
Silky Chat.
got it now. I got it.
And to be clear, and I
Uh-huh.
stated in these presentations, this isn't this isn't my statement in of itself. These are statements that there are conferences that go on. There's scholarship going on all around the world, including Africa itself, that's been going on in this matter. The only people that honestly, unfortunately, that have not been taught, told, or understood this are, for the most part, Americans, specifically Black Americans and Black people in the American diaspora. I mean,
No,
the
that's not
African
true.
diaspora in the
It's an
West.
academia.
No, I'm saying Black American and African diaspora. Like I didn't know this 5 years ago.
Yeah, but how does that help
Which
the position though? That don't help the
no,
position.
what position?
The position that a person would be as arrogant enough to feel a need to go change people's ancestry, because that's all it actually is. That doesn't change it. I mean, come on, bro. Like, how's that help? That doesn't
I
help the
never said what
situation,
was a
bro.
position or not position. I just I
Oh,
answered
I'm
the
just making a
question.
point. That doesn't the fact that you got missionaries having to go anywhere to change a person ancestry, right? And the way they acknowledge their ancestry, I'm saying in it to itself is damn near a crime.
That's what happened.
That's
And
exactly what happened. Because if you become a Christian, you denounce your ancestry.
where?
You end up you a Christian. You ended up in the Garden of Eden, back to your great ancestors, which is Adam and Eve, which takes
Is
it back to
so
the great God. That's not up for debate, is it? And I don't want
so
to change the
is that what?
conversation.
Okay, yeah, that'd be a completely different conversation. That's fine.
Yeah, I don't want to do that.
In regards to this conversation, though, the
Let's
questions
see it.
asked were met.
Damn.
In regards to where they came from and
Mm-hmm.
where they went to, and then there's scholarship that you can find exactly where. Even in the presentations, I give the source material. You can go and find the sources. Take
So
your time.
listen,
It's no
I'm
big
looking
rush.
at paradigm shift. I'll have my response for you.
That's fine.
Yeah, I'll have my response. I'll have a high level educated response for that. No
Ooh, it's
yelling, no
nice.
screaming. High level response to it. I'm gonna catch the over whooping parts. I'm gonna give you the interviews of
Watch
it.
both of them to make sure because we had some
I
issues with
don't
the
see. I don't
paradigm
got it.
shift one.
Oh shit.
Um,
Well, I need the other one then.
yeah, I think I posted that too. I think that was reposted too. Yeah, I think Tiffany forwarded that one too.
Tiffany, you forwarded that one?
Yes.
Yeah, they both in there.
Yeah, with the source material. And with respect, when you watch it, please pay attention to both the claims that I'm making and not about statements that I'm making and not making.
No, go ahead. Talk to
Um,
me. Go ahead, bro.
no, I'm just saying in those because they've been others attempt not saying arrogantly, but that attempted to, but
All right. How about this one, yo?
They had to stop because they were attacking things that I overtly stated that I'm not stating, and things that I only would say.
Hold on, Christianity and West Side by Brian Washington.
That's me.
I got you, Brian.
Byron,
Appreciate
not
the
Brian.
conversation, brother.
It's cool.
Send it to your inbox so you can just.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah.
I got it. Okay. All right. I got it. I got it now. Now we're cooking with hot grease. And
yeah,
your
you
point,
come on back. You know what I'm saying? We've been
hey,
working on it for a few months.
So,
We've been working.
Your point in saying that is what though? What is that? How you saying that's how African Americans got Christianity? Because that's what we was talking about, right?
I'll be back.
Yeah. y'all saying so y'all that's what my debate is coming up on. But y'all keep saying that it's impossible for African Americans to have attained Christianity other than colonialism or European influence.
No.
But I'm saying that
let's separate it. Let's separate it, yo. Let's do it right. Let's be smart. Stop. Don't say Africans.
African
We need to deal
Americans.
with. Okay, so now we need to figure out, roughly speaking, that there's areas that African Americans come from. Am I correct in that?
Right. So we talk about that's why we point to West Africa and Christianity existing in West Africa, because if all you have to do is show, it don't have to be mass like what y'all are trying to say, but if there's exposure of Christianity in West Africa prior to any colonialism or any or the transatlantic slave trade, then one could surmise that these people could have possibly got some of that influence from there. But y'all disagree with that. Y'all purely say that it would only happen by the transatlantic slave trade, and that's false. That's what we be arguing again.
So you think that your line came over here as Christians? And
I
so
know,
now we need to read the records because we do have records.
Yeah, I can't get into my slides,
Yeah,
but because I'm actually got a debate coming up on this soon. But I have some information where I'm gonna show that these parts of West Africa had Christianity at this time. These parts of West Africa is where majority of the slaves came from. So how can you say that they were indeed got it from over here when they had it here years prior to? You see what I'm saying? So that's part of my presentation that I'm doing my debate. But
and some of them slaves had Hebrew names that was carved in the pews of these old church buildings. Go ahead and tell them the rest too. I came over here because they told me you were scratching and scraping all day. And ever since I've been over here, they had you scratching and scraping, just like they told me.
Yeah, but that gets into more of my debate tactic. I know y'all was saying you're supposed to be the Bible on trial or whatever. So if y'all got any textual things I want to talk about,
hey, hear me.
But they putting the Bible on trial. Hear me?
That's what they keep saying.
How long? How long is they gonna put the Bible on trial until they get a win?
Hey, hear me?
I don't know.
Like,
I don't know.
they've
Yo,
been putting the Bible on trial forever. When they gonna get a win?
Yeah, right. The Bible been on trial for centuries, right? Yeah, right.
And they still ain't debunked it. They do all this talking.
That's
and
a
blah,
good
blah,
point.
But the Bible is still here, and
That's a good
the Bible is winning. I just don't understand.
That's an outstanding
First
point.
of all, hi, it's Denise's. Yeah, no, that's not a good point, because the Bible's not just still winning; it's still collecting, people who believe in dogma, right? But I know that most people who call themselves Bible believers don't know the Bible, right? And they do stuff and try to put it in the Bible. You're not living by the Bible, because if you did, you would disagree with most of it probably. With the way it's telling you should do stuff. But then people be like, oh, well, we in another land, so we ain't really got to follow them rules because, back then it said this, that, and the other, and all that other bullshit. And you're not using it for no soul searching, right? So what is it still standing on?
But some people are.
But that's
Hold on.
a belief of
Let me
yours.
answer it.
Go
Some
ahead.
people are actually looking for the truth in it. But most of the
It's not a
people, like
belief.
you said,
It's
most of the people, like you said, they grew up in the church. What would they know? They don't read their Bible. They listen to their pastors and deacon and deaconesses and stuff like that. That's what they go to church for. They don't actually pick up their Bible like Neo, me, Hemi, and other people, right? And call for the Spirit for understanding. They're just picking it up, reading it, and then they're finding contention, and then they're going off of it. I'm not a Christian no more because I don't like what it said about this, and God's so mean. That's what's going on.
I don't like it.
Yeah, agreed.
Hey, A1.
No.
You know what I don't appreciate? I don't appreciate round one was with a yelling nut. Right? Watch this. Watch how it went.
They
Let me show you
mad
how.
about
Hold
that
on.
loss.
Hold
They
on. Let me
mad.
make
They
my
mad.
point. I want to make my point. I want to make
They
my
mad
point.
about that loss.
Hold on. I want to make my point. Let me make my point. A yelling, screaming nut doing a wild ass fake Christian lecture. The next round was Hemi coming in. So me and Hemi developed some points we want to talk about. The next round was my man with the monotone, easy going voice. So at this point, I'm already there. Like I'm already there. You hold on, let me watch this, A1. Watch this, A1. Hey, hold on, yo. Listen. Now, as functioning human beings, you know, once a nigga punch you or swing at your motherfucking ass, you fighting. Ain't no come back down right off the rip like that. I had to ease my way back down to it. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm where I need to be at. So essentially, what these guys are saying that they wasn't convert, they was converted. They definitely was converted. Nobody's mad at that, but don't make Christianity the world because it colonized this space. Yeah, it colonized that space. Let's talk about what it really is. It's a colonizing force and destruction of people ancestries. No
No, it's
African
not.
people come from the Garden of Eden. That's exactly what the Bible promotes. They can't never get around none of that. It's not our ancestral shrine. It's none of that. That's exactly what Christianity represents.
Show me that in the Bible where it says no African people came from the Garden of Eden.
So you saying that humanity don't come from the Garden of Eden based off the doctrine that's in the biblical text?
You said, but you're talking about lineage.
No,
right?
Whatever you think I'm talking about, humanity
Right.
does not come from the Garden of Eden.
Where is Kush?
Am I wrong? Am I wrong,
No.
Henry?
Yes, you're wrong. You said no because you're talking about lineage, right? You're saying no African because you're talking about
I'm talking about the
ancestry.
human
Talks about
race, the human
right,
population.
right. So what I'm saying is
Was
that
not created in the
The
Garden
human
of
race
Eden,
has
Henry.
lineage, right?
Henny.
So what I'm saying is
I
you're
don't even know
talking
what you're
about.
talking about, Henny.
You
Please.
keep saying that it's an
Henny,
erasure
don't
of
complicate it,
ancestry.
Henny,
No, you're complicated. You said
the
no
history of
African.
humanity does not start in the Garden of Eden. Henny. I mean, that's all I'm saying, bro. Nothing else.
You keep talking right. You keep talking about ancestry. So what I'm saying.
What are you saying to that?
Ancestry is a trace of one's lineage, right?
Right, and they all go back to Africa, not the Garden of Eden.
Right. But you said no African people come from there. So if they have, if I like, I was born in America. Listen, what I'm saying. I was born in United States of America, but if you trace my lineage back, you probably find many places going all the way back, right?
No, it's one place. It's called
That's
Africa.
false. What
That's
are you talking?
Henry.
Africa is going to be on there, but you don't. You say what?
I'm just agreeing with you. That's false. Yeah, make a false statement.
Africa
So you
is definitely
saying?
going to
I
be
want to get
on
this
there.
straight. Hold on. So y'all saying that humanity does not start in Africa?
That's not
Are we
what I
talking
said.
past each other? Because
You're
that's
not
what I'm
listening to what
talking
I'm
about,
saying.
Henny.
I'm
And you
saying
switching
that
it, Henny. Stick to what I'm saying, Henny.
no. What I'm saying is
Don't
that
do
you're
that,
arguing
Henny.
from an
Don't do that,
emotional
Henny.
standpoint. You keep saying that Christianity erases
Does it
African ancestry.
Does
No,
it
it
not?
doesn't. Because I'm a Christian. I
No,
was
what do
born
I
in the
mean? What do I
United
mean?
States. Listen to what I'm saying. I'm a Christian. I was born in the United States of America, particularly Houston, Texas, on the southwest side. Right now, if you trace my ancestry all the way back, you're gonna find many places along there. When you start off early on, you're gonna find it go from Houston to Louisiana. from Louisiana, then go. You see what I'm saying? But that's how you bring nuance in this conversation because you're arguing from an emotional. It don't. So listen, what I'm saying. You're arguing from an emotional standpoint. It
I'm
doesn't
not. How am I
erase anything.
emotional? Hear me. How am
My
I emotional?
ancestors are still my ancestors,
No,
and
no,
they're
no.
still from
Explain to
where
me
they're
why
from.
that's emotional standpoint. I ain't even young.
Because my ancestors are still my ancestors, and they still are where they are from. I was just born into America. I was just born in America, right? And introduced to Christianity. That's not erasing my ancestry.
And what am I saying, yo?
You were saying that it's erasing my ancestry.
I'm saying the Torah is what?
I don't know. What you didn't mention the Torah. What you saying? Like, that's your first time mentioning the Torah.
No. Well, Christianity comes out the Torah.
Okay.
Hear me. Christianity comes out of the Torah, yo. It's the Jewish
I
sect.
said okay. No,
All
but
right.
what's your
Okay. So we can agree that the Torah, if pushed or prodded or however you want to put on another people, is changing their ancestral shrine. That's all the Bible is. It's a collection of ancestral shrines and worship, yo.
Please
So we
explain
can
that.
agree to that, right? Hear me?
How
Hold
does
on.
that?
So we can agree to that, right?
How does being a Christian or
I'm
any of
talking to
that
him right
change?
now. Let
I
me
know. I'm
finish
just
with
asking
him.
a question, brother.
But you're
Right?
gonna
I'm just
change.
asking a simple question. How does that
No, you're gonna
change his
change
lineage?
the dynamic of what I'm talking to him and ask me another question.
How do we change lineage then? Because you're acting like those brothers' lineage
No, I'm
changed
not
because they
saying
became Christian.
that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that the book itself, right? If you follow Jesus, he has a line of family he comes from. And it goes all the way back to Adam and Eve. I don't think we wouldn't argue that, would we? And so I'm saying the worship itself is an ancestral worship line that goes back to Adam and Eve. That's all I'm saying. And why is that? Nobody gonna concede on that in a fair, honest conversation.
No, that's
Like,
fair.
come
No,
on, bro.
what you're
I never
saying, brother.
argue that shit like
No,
that.
that's
Yo.
fair.
On my
From
end,
Adam
it's
and Eve
always
to
an
Enoch,
argument.
and then from Enoch to Noah, and then Noah all the
Yeah,
way
so
up
I'm
to
saying,
King
but
David and
why
all that
can't
stuff.
people just
Yeah.
concede to that? Why
But
is it
that don't.
always the argument?
But that's not. But you're who now? If I was claiming to be an Israelite, right? That's a
No. It's saying
because
that everybody
Christianity.
came from them too. So it don't
Stop.
matter.
Yeah,
No, but
everybody.
that's not right. But if everybody coming from them too, don't say that they not what the ancestry wasn't in many places because it don't say that everybody wasn't in many places. That's what I'm saying. So and now what we be erasing my listen.
What? Like, what is he
Listen to
saying?
what I'm saying. Just you're saying if everybody
Give me
comes
cushion.
from them two, the tribes, they spread out. Those people were from many places. They
Who?
didn't. They just did. Yes, Adam and Eve started in the Garden of Eden, but their
Emmanuel.
lineage spread out through cross the
Yeah,
world.
you right. You right.
So that's what I'm saying. That don't
But still,
Shem,
it
erase
all
Ham, and
came
anybody.
Japheth.
back to what?
Shem, Ham, and Japheth got their.
You're
They
not
took over
listening
the
to what I'm
land.
saying.
So
That's not going to erase
But that's
anybody's.
my point, though. So I'm saying is African Americans, when you try to chase your history, you end up in a quagmire, bro.
No,
You
you
end up
don't.
at an
What are you talking
impasse.
about?
but how? When the
Man, go
land of
to
Shem, Ham, and
No,
Japheth
watch
is
this.
still here.
No, watch this. Hear me. So do you agree that one of your oldest deep ancestors, right, would actually come from the Old Gorge, not in the Garden of Eden? Do you agree to that?
I ain't did my ancestry. I don't know
No,
what
I'm
none of
saying
them
as a
talking
human.
As
As
a
a
human
human.
being.
As a human.
As a human.
Yeah, as a human being. That your ancestors take you back to the continent of Africa. Hear me? Not in Asia. Hear me?
Oh
It's an
yeah,
Asian
yeah.
story. Hear me? That's all I'm saying, bro. You can believe like you want to
It's
believe.
not
No,
an
it's
Asian stuff. You make it that.
it is. It's gotta be.
No, it's not, bro.
All right. Okay. All right. See, but hear me. So you do
How is it?
understand.
Okay,
Hold on.
so
Let me just make this point. Let
explain.
me make
Okay,
this point.
no,
Hear
no.
me?
I want you to take me somewhere. No. I want you to
I
take
just
me
want to. I
somewhere in
want
the
to make this
biblical
point.
text.
Hear me? And I'm gonna shut up. Hear
No.
me?
Don't tell me don't tell me what somebody who did come. I want you to take me to a biblical scripture, a biblical passage,
The
a
Garden of
text.
Eden is in
That
Asia.
but who
Right.
told you that? Who
Palestine
told you
is
that?
in Asia, yo.
See, that's what I'm saying. Now
It's
I
a
want you to
map.
take me.
It's
Listen to what I'm
Judea. It's a map,
exactly.
yo.
You're
It's
still not.
Western
You listen.
Asia, yo.
I want you to take me to the biblical text that says that the Garden of Eden is in Asia.
You can read it. They don't know where this shit at, but you can read it. The locale.
You just proved my point.
No, you can.
Bro, you can read what this shit is telling you. It named
Go
the river.
take
It
me
named
to
the
the
rivers.
biblical text.
It named
right?
the rivers. It say Tigris, Euphrates, yo.
It said from where it was talking
That's
about a
in Western
span.
Asia. No, it
It
say
was talking
Tigris,
about a
Euphrates.
span. No, it didn't say it was. It said it
It
was talking
says
about a span. It said from here to here. It was talking about a
Tigris,
span.
Euphrates River,
Right.
yo.
I
Where's the Tigris?
understand that,
In
but it was.
Gion, hold on. It's in Western Asia, dog.
I didn't
See,
say that there
let me
wasn't.
say this,
I
Hemi. I
said
just want to
you.
say this, Hemi. I just want to say this. When
Why
y'all
you
make
just
a
can't
point,
quote the scripture?
hold on, Hemi. When y'all make a point, I say, yeah, it was Christianity pre-colonial. We didn't explain the extensive of it and the expand or what it was, but I said I agree. But when I make a point, y'all never agree. It's very disingenuous. Then you try to convince me, hold on, that the authors of the Bible knew the whole world before the whole world was even explored to know. Y'all do all that. Y'all won't say, you know what, Unc? You're right. They didn't know the whole world. It's just a religion.
Right,
It's just
you're
a belief.
talking about
Y'all
the
won't say
whole
that.
world
So I'm
not
saying
being
that I don't,
explored
Hemi,
enough, but then you
but Hemi, I don't
applying,
understand.
then
Hemi,
you're applying
no,
modern.
Hemi, I
then
don't
you're applying.
understand that,
No,
Hemi.
stop it. You're telling us not to do exactly what you're doing. You apply modern, right? Modern names, modern places to the biblical context, right? And then try to say that we can't do that.
You can do
You
that.
just did it.
I'm not saying you can't. I didn't do that.
You just did it. There was
I'm
no
looking at the
Asia.
Does
Was
not the
there a
Bible?
such thing
Hold on.
as
So what's it
Asia
called?
then?
So what's it
Was
called?
there a such thing
What's
as
it called?
Asia then?
What's it
No,
called?
there
Was
was no
there
such
a
thing as
such?
Asia. Nope.
Was there such thing as Asia then? So you just put
Yes, it
yourself.
was.
Yes, it was in Asian and the
What?
Greeks name shit.
Are you telling me that land popped up some other time?
I didn't.
Or was
I
it
said the
already
name.
there?
I said he's applying
Who gives a
modern.
fuck? We're
So
going
we
to
not
say it's
arguing over the
Asia so we
name though.
can
We
know where
arguing
the
over.
fuck we're
You're
going.
not listening
So
to
we
what
know
I'm
what we're
saying.
talking about.
He
No, I
just
hate
said,
when y'all do that. Pause.
"I'm not." They know y'all
Pause.
doing nothing.
If
He
we're
just
talking
said,
about the landmass, why in the fuck wouldn't we use the name that we
"We're
know today so that
tell
we know
Unc
where the
to."
fuck we're
I
talking
didn't
about?
say you couldn't do it. I said what Unc.
That's what
I
we're doing.
responded to Unc. No, I didn't say he couldn't do it. I said he's doing the same thing that he's accusing us of
No,
doing.
I'm not. Timmy,
Yeah, it shows up in the Greek poetry.
What was your
Homer,
Unc? What was your
Ancient
statement
Greek
before?
was when they first
8th
used
century.
Asian.
Can you count the Hebrews? Don't even got a text in the 8th century.
What was?
Hemi. The
Listen to
Hebrews
what
do
I'm
not have
saying,
a
bro.
text in the 8th century. Do you
Not
understand this?
listen to what
You're not listening. Before the
you
authors
say.
wrote
What?
it, the shit was already it was already in geography.
What was your
Come on,
statement?
yo.
What
That's
was
crazy.
your statement before I responded?
My statement was that African Americans ancestry do not go back to the Garden of Eden. You supposed to say, you're right, Unc. It's a belief we had. And I would have shut up,
I asked you where was, I said, show me the biblical text, right, that says that the Garden of Eden is in Asia.
Because
right?
they said
Then you
Gion.
responded to
I told
then
you.
you responded to
I
me
said
with a
Tigris
statement.
Euphrates, yo. That's in
It
Western
says
Asia.
from something to something, right?
No,
That's
it said
a span.
encompass Tigris. All right. Okay, Hemi, I quit.
Just show me the text.
I quit, Hemi. You got me. You got me, Hemi.
Why you just won't
The
show me the
Tigris
text?
Euphrates is
If
not
you're
in Asia,
right,
yo.
show me. If you're right,
No, you're
provide
right.
me
No,
the
the Tigris Euphrates River is not in the garden.
That's not
It's
what I
not in
said,
Asia, yo.
fam.
My
I
fault.
said show me the text.
Yo, they give you a locale of the Garden of Eden. It say Gion and Peon and the Tigris Euphrates.
Show me the what book, chapter, and verse is that?
Genesis chapter 2 or 1, yo. Come on, yo. And it say the river went up out the garden.
Yep.
Oh.
I mean, god damn, yo. Come on, yo. This is impossible. This is impossible.
This says
You know
in
what, Hemi?
Genesis 2.
I'm never conceding ever against you
I'm gonna
any
read
point.
it to him. Genesis 2 of 10. A river watering the garden flowed from Eden. From there, it was separated into 4 headwaters. The name of the first is the Pishon. It winds through the entire land of Havilah, where there's gold. Right? The gold of that land is good.
Where is that?
Aromatic resin and onyx are also there. The name of the second river is Gihon. It winds through the entire land of Cush. The name of the third river is the Tigris. It runs along the east side
Where's
of Asher.
Cush?
And the fourth river is the Euphrates. This
So
is
where's
Genesis
Cush?
2, 10 through 14.
I understand that. I want you to. You just named four different rivers, right? So if it's only Asia, I want you to tell me where is Cush and where's those other 3. Where's you said you named the Euphrates, right? Now tell me where is Cush and the other 2. This is what I'm trying to get you to understand, because you keep saying that it's saying that the Garden of Eden is in Asia. It's only in Asia. So I want you to tell me where them other three rivers flow and where are they at, or where would they be in today?
Kush is first of all, Kush is not in Africa. How about that? Let's get that established.
I didn't say nothing. I didn't mention a landmass. I'm asking you, where is it? Because you said it is Asia.
In Western Asia. Listen, we know that the Tigris Euphrates River is in Western Asia.
You keep talking about the Euphrates. I'm not.
Come on, yo.
Honey, can you please read all four? So maybe Unc can Google it. Can you please read all four rivers again, so he can see my point?
What a Gion, Pion, Tigris, Euphrates, the Eden, nigga. Come on, yo. What's wrong with that? I mean, God damn.
I'm telling you, you're gonna have to concede again, because you're not right.
So do you feel like the biblical scholars are wrong when they say it's in Asia?
Right.
Do you feel like that all of this stuff is wrong? Everything that they're saying about everything over there, it clearly didn't happen.
I didn't say that.
Right?
I said that he keeps trying to say. I go off what the biblical text said. I never said that it's in Asia, not in Asia, whatever. I'm telling you to tell me, show me where the biblical text. You going off one river because he keeps saying the Euphrates. Now tell me where those other three rivers are.
It's two rivers, yo. Tigris and the Euphrates.
It's not just two. She named four.
Yeah, and she said
she named four spots that it flow.
Can
you please name them again? Can you please name them again, honey? And then we're gonna find out where those spots are. If it all leads back to Asia, then I'll concede.
It was Gion. He said them all. Pichon or something. Gion, Tigers, Euphrates.
Matter of fact, what's the book chapter verse? I'm about to do it because I don't want to.
Literally said it before I read it.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, yo.
One of the rivers is in Africa, and that's what he's been trying to get y'all to say, and y'all been trying to refuse from saying it.
It don't represent no Africa.
Well, no, it's not, because it says that's a mythical river around.
A mythical river.
Yep.
That's what it says.
What?
Where is that river at? Because it says,
man.
listen, I'm gonna read to you when it says. It says the Gihon refers to two different locations. One is the mythical second river of Eden, said to flow around the land of Cush, which is Ethiopia, or potentially a river in ancient Iran, and the other is the Gihon Springs in the Kidron Valley, Jerusalem. That's the actual river, which was a crucial water source for ancient Jerusalem. Where is it at?
Where's the other one that you call mystical?
Go ahead, hit me. Gihon. That was the real one. The real one is in Jerusalem. The Gihon Spring.
Where's Jerusalem?
Asia.
Huh?
No, I'm saying what a mythical one is.
The mythical one was said to have come out of a Garden of Eden and flow around Cush, and then it has like Ethiopia in parentheses.
Is that Africa?
Where it is right now is Jerusalem. No, but it's mythical. Africa? The actual river is not. That river's not there.
So the Havila, that's associated with Arabia or Northeast Africa. The Pishon.
What's Havila?
Havila.
No, that's not that. No, Havila was not a river name.
No, Havila.
It's the land of Havila.
It's supposed to be a place where the Pishon River is. So is the Pishon River on the actual map?
It's not. It's no longer a river. It's not the land. I don't think the river exists anymore, but the land still exists.
So that river, no, you can't say it's fair, because where is Havila? Like, where did this land come from? Or is it something that they're trying to find? Well, maybe they're talking about this and that because it was named that.
That's why I said it's possibly Arabia or Northeast Africa.
Yeah.
So we don't know where that is. We know where the Tigris absolutely is, right?
It says Gihon flows.
And the
Yeah,
other
the
two.
Euphrates
So
is
we know where
Iraq.
the Tigris and Euphrates is. Absolutely. The other
Iraq.
two are mythical, right? Or we don't have a clue where they are.
Yeah, they ain't really got
The one that y'all saying y'all don't know where they are is because they're connected to Africa.
No, it's not because they're connected to Africa. It's because it's not real. What I'm saying is this: we can see
So
the Tigris, we
wait,
can
wait.
see the Euphrates, right? But on here, there is nowhere that you can actually see two rivers. Those other two rivers. There's
So
no. That's
has
not
there?
real.
Watch this.
They're
Has there
considered
ever been?
mythical.
No. It was considered mythical. So has there ever been rivers that? Okay, let's say it's mythical. It was trying to describe an area. Hold on. Let's go with your point that is mythical before I even go there. If it's mythical and it's trying to describe a landmass, why would it be trying to describe landmass that touches Africa if it's not about Africa?
The story is not about Africa.
Because it's not. Well, it's not about Africa
They
though.
said they
However,
found that
the biggest
river.
op was in Egypt, wasn't it?
You say what?
They biggest op.
Yeah, they
Who
weren't even
biggest
from
op?
Egypt. Yeah, but no, there's no
Who biggest
environmental.
op?
We ain't gonna do that. He talking about
The
Moses and them.
Israelites.
Yeah. But they weren't even. They never was in Egypt. There's no evidence of that. Like I'm not even doing.
Yeah, but in the story, the biggest op was Egypt.
Yeah, so they wouldn't say they came from that area.
They were in Egypt. But
Their biggest op
I'm
was
still trying to
in the
figure out what you.
storyline. I'm talking about in the book.
How would they have gotten to Egypt? So wait. So you
They
saying
said they
that they
found
never?
Right next door.
NASA said they found the river, y'all. NASA said they found the Trison River, but it's a fossil river. They said it was a river there, a big one, but it's not there no more. Could that be
Lands dry?
Could the river have
Rivers
dried
dry up. Rivers dry up all the time, B.
Yes, they do.
All the time, B.
But where is that?
Where is it? Where the NASA find it?
That's what we talking about, the land. That's why I'm asking y'all
what the
about the
NASA
land.
said was.
It says it's in Arabia. It says I put it in the back what it said because I asked for that place.
Absolutely.
I said that already. I said it's either Arabia or North Africa.
It's Asia.
Humans don't come from Arabia, like we ain't.
I'm like Arabia is Asia.
I said
they don't come from the
Arabia or
Tigers, you
North.
crazy, Joe. Logical story, yo. Why can't?
Oh no, this looked like it came from a Chat GPT. So I would have to actually check that because I don't trust none of them sources.
Yeah, you gotta read the sources and see if it actually say what the thing is saying. I mean, come on, it's a Western Asian story, yo. Come on, yo. Why we gotta do this?
Oh, it says depending on how you defined Asia.
So where is Ethiopia and Sudan?
It could be part of Asia.
We know that Asia and Africa have sides.
I don't see NASA saying anything.
It says Asia originally referred to only a small part of Western Anatolia, modern day Turkey.
Yeah.
This is what it's saying. Only a small part of modern day Turkey is what was referred to Asia originally, not the whole continent that is referred to today.
Yeah, but I'm not even arguing that.
We're saying Asia.
Yeah, we're not arguing that
up there.
Yeah. My whole point is they just keep trying to erase Africa completely out of the biblical
It's not about. It's a treaties against Africa. Yo,
no. I'm just listening.
It's the biblical narrative for anything other than being ops.
Yeah, come on, yo.
That's talking
about